For years, The Office was one of the most watched TV shows. It seems rather that we all kind of work with someone like Michael, Dwight, or Kevin.
Yeah, doesn't it? But in the real world, those guys would get in a lot of trouble. And speaking of guys who would get in a lot of trouble, here's Neil Jones with tonight's Top 5.
Over the last 50 years, American society has changed in almost every way. And to me, the biggest change has come at work. So here are the top 5 ways the American workplace has evolved. Number 5, the rise of the HR culture. My mom was in human resources at a big company, and she says she'd go off to national conferences on the subject and come away stunned. A lot of things that went on at her work were considered to be unprofessional. So she helped implement rules putting a stop to gambling, drinking, and socializing in the work environment. Yeah, she was pretty much hated. What seemed perfectly natural at her office was unacceptable under the new modern standards. Number 4, youth over experience. American companies have increasingly turned to younger and younger workers. Okay, not that young. Forbes calls it the juniorization of the workforce. Younger workers supposedly have fewer sick days. Are you kidding me? Millennials are the first to call in sick.
Neil, you can't say that!
Okay, so I was misquoted. It's easy to see the attraction. Younger workers typically make less than their more experienced coworkers. By the way, the term experienced is a lot better than old. So jobs that used to go to proven, experienced workers are now filled with people with a lot of education, but little real-world experience. Number 3, multitasking. That's a nice way of saying that we're expected to do multiple jobs, usually for less money. When I first started at Channel 5, I was only allowed to report and anchor. If I touched a camera, it was a union violation. But now, almost all of our new hires are expected to shoot, report, dance, edit, and anchor. But most companies are doing the very same thing. They expect their workforce to do multiple jobs without the benefit of an assistant or an office. Hey, and there's nothing worse than working out of a cubicle. No wonder most workers hate the open office space concept. Number 2, clearing the air. And by that, I mean literally clear the air. For generations, smoking was an accepted part of the workplace. For instance, if I was paired up with a photographer who smoked, it meant hours in a smoke-filled car, followed by more hours in a smoke-filled edit bay. Those were some really great days.
Neil, let's get this edited.
Okay. And it was that way in almost every office building. But now it's the smokers who are on the outs, as in outside the building. I almost feel sorry for them. Almost. And the number 1 change in the American workplace? The death of the boys' club. Men have long dominated businesses, and their attitudes shaped office culture. In their world, sending somebody a stripogram at work is a great idea. Commenting on good-looking coworkers was commonplace. Hey, Gina, you're looking good.
Neil, get lost.
Today, if I tried to do a top 5 on the hottest women here at KCTV5, I'd end up in Monica No's office. She's our HR director. And she'd definitely be in the top 5.
Neil! I need to see you in my office.
It's safe to say that the boys' club is officially dead. I'm Neil Jones, and that's this week's Top 5.